Hey guys, welcome to the first video in my parkour tutorial series, how to do a parkour roll and basic landing technique. Let's get started. Alright guys, so for basic landing, we focus on at least one main point. Your legs don't go past 90 degrees. You don't want to go down here, it's the no-go zone. Just 90 degrees is at most. Really, for small stuff, like these tables, might not even go that far. You just want to make sure the landing's light and soft. You don't want to make very much sound. You want it to be as quiet as possible. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Like that. Nice soft landing. It's all good and fine. Alright, so for our basic frog landing, there's two ways to do it. One is to just drop straight down, just the second thing I did, and the other one is to come out of it at a run. So basically all you're doing is the same thing as regular basic landing, except you're putting your knees down. You just tap them. It's just like a precaution, at least when you're dropping straight down. You don't want to put too much force on them, but it just helps keep your balance. When you're doing it at a speed, if you're jumping out or you're doing a running jump and landing in frog, you actually kind of use them to push yourself up back on your feet and keep going. Alright, so for the basic forward roll, all it is really is you're rolling from your shoulder to your hip, your opposite hip. You can do either direction, so starting either shoulder. I prefer my left shoulder, I can do both. And basically, yeah, you're just going to crouch down, you roll over your shoulder and across to your hip. You want to tuck your head in so you don't hit your head. This is something you want to practice on grass definitely first, or carpet, because it can be painful. You can either practice the scoop method where you throw one arm under the other. There's the method where you get on your hands and knees, but you take one foot and put it up, and you grab the opposite, or grab the inside of it with your same hand. A couple of trouble spots I've encountered doing the roll. You're likely to hit some bones or find some uncomfortable spot on your back that you keep hitting. One of the spots is their shoulder. When they're rolling, they'll hit it and it'll hurt. So usually the problem is they're digging their shoulder into the ground. And the way to fix that is just to make sure you kind of tuck it in. Use this hand to make sure you guide it to where you're landing on the back of it, rather than the top. You want to make sure you're laying on the back of the shoulder. And then the other spot is the hip. There are like bones right here and like right here that you can easily hit when you're trying to do the roll, especially on hard surfaces. Pretty much the thing I found helps is to just get like on the ground and practice going over onto your hip. And just trying to figure out what spot is comfortable. You're just going to kind of rock back and forth like this. Figure out where the bones are, and that's where you want to come up on your feet. So you practice that. Make sure after you've been practicing that, if you're going to practice it off of your knees, you want to eventually progress into a squat and into the shoulder roll. And it's a good idea to practice both shoulders just so you're more versatile. This is what it's going to look like. Make sure you come up on your feet, especially as you're getting better at it. You want to make sure you can come right on your toes. If you watch my roll again, you'll see how I come up right on my toes. So that was the left shoulder roll. I'm going to show the right shoulder roll now. This is what that looks like. It's just the same thing, just on the other shoulder. Alright, notice how I came up on my toes. Alright, so first progression to doing it off of a height is you're going to practice almost diving into it. So what you're going to do is you're going to lie down on the ground like this, and you're going to figure out where your hips are. So my hips are right here. Okay, keep that spot in your vision at least. You're stand right back up. So that hip distance away is where you want your hands to land when you're going for the roll. So you're just kind of squat down a little bit and then fully extend forward into the roll like that. And as you get used to that, you actually want to make sure you can come out of the roll at a run. So Like, for example, just watch this. Because when you do the roll off of the height, the whole idea behind it is that you're changing your downward momentum into forward momentum. So it's not just going to stop the momentum, you're actually going to stop falling and you're going to start running. So let's go ahead and try it off of something a little bit high. So take it up to something a little bit high. I recommend practicing it with a more controlled landing surface than this. I've got like a curve and some wood chips and stuff, but this is what it looks like. Alright. Then you take it up another level. Alright, so you just want to make sure you do that. Come out of at a run. Make sure you drill the smaller heights a lot before you move up higher. Make sure you're really confident with them before you try stuff like that last one I did. Even that's only like a foot higher than I am. But you can take it up even higher than that. And a fun thing to do is just kind of try to add variations into it and try different moves into the roll. Hey guys, so that was fun learning the roll. Make sure you practice it lots. It's a very fundamental move of parkour. And stay tuned for next week's tutorial on advanced rolling techniques and bails. Over and out.